Hey there, I'm Matthias from MILLENCOLIN.
Beautiful. Well done. Thank you. How does it feel to be hitting the road with Pennywise, two legendary punk bands coming together for this huge tour in Australia?
Feels great. I mean, we actually did our first tour outside of Sweden back in 1995 was with Pennywise in Germany. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's gonna be great. So we've done many shows with those guys. All
Yeah,
of them. I
awesome.
mean, it's a long time ago. So
Yeah, so obviously you guys go way back.
yeah,
Did it just make sense to come together again for this Australian tour?
yeah, I did, and this tour actually just popped up as a thing. Yeah, and we decided to do it. So it's especially just because it's Pennywise and
Yeah,
us, So it's a really good thing for
yeah,
both of
yeah,
us.
yeah,
It's
awesome.
yeah.
With the tour kicking off in Wollongong and covering both metro and regional shows, what are you most looking forward to coming back to Australia?
Oh, of course, the weather. It's very depressing now in Sweden. It's the older I get, the more I hate the winter. So it's and I'm very old, so it's you can.
No.
but it's yeah, it's gonna be great. It's always great to get back to Australia and meet all the nice people and hang out. So it's
Yeah.
gonna be great.
Oh, awesome. Are you looking forward to that flight though?
Yeah, I no, no,
No, I don't blame you.
it's actually yeah, it's like going to the US twice.
Yeah, yeah,
So it's a long flight, but I mean, it is what it is.
yeah, that's it. You've played alongside some, oh, sorry, given both bands have such an extensive history in punk rock, will you be incorporating any surprises into your live performances or sticking to the fan favorites?
We'll see what happens. I can't
So,
say anything about that, but it's yeah, we'll see. Maybe
yeah,
do some collabs.
yeah, awesome.
Mhm.
Um, Over the years, your sound has evolved from skate punk to something more rock infused. How would you describe the current state of Millencolin's music and how it reflects where you're at as a band today?
I guess it's as you said, we started off, more like a ska punk band, but and I guess when we released Pennybridge Pioneers back in 2000, it was a huge change in our sound. But I guess the last two albums have actually been a little bit more back to the roots. So I guess now it's more like a good mix of our whole career of music.
Yeah,
But I guess when I write music, it's whatever out comes out. So you
yeah,
you don't really plan on what to do. So you never know what it's
yeah.
gonna sound like in the future.
Yeah, definitely. And you guys have been making music for over 30 years. What's kept that chemistry and energy within the band so strong?
Well, we've all been. I mean, me and Nicola started our first band together before Millencolin, and then we started Millencolin, and we've been very productive through over the years. And it's just fun to make to write new music with my best friends. So that's probably what drives me to do this. But
Yeah,
everything is happening in such a different way these days than it did 20 years ago.
yeah,
Because I guess now we can write songs without even meeting each other, and it's yeah, it's different, but it's very healthy and good.
yeah, yeah. And is there anything in your career that you look back on and you wish you could change or not at all?
There's a lot of things that I would like to change, of course, but if I would change them, maybe we wouldn't be doing this now.
Yeah,
We did
yeah,
some really stupid stuff back in the days, and but in hindsight, if I look at it now, it's I'm happy where we are right now, and so we probably made the right decisions, in the
yeah.
end.
It's all been a part of the journey, I think.
Yeah, 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 of
Yeah,
course, and you learn from your mistakes too. So,
yeah, hopefully. Yeah.
oh, yeah, maybe.
What's the weirdest or coolest thing a fan has given you at a show or sent the band?
We actually met not given us, but we met a guy in the U.S. back in early 2000s. He owned a tattoo shop and wanted us to tattoo our autographs on his leg.
Yeah,
And we went there and did it. And I remember when I tattooed my autograph on his leg, when I was done, it looked like shit.
Oh
Because I'd
no.
never done this before. I was like, so I was terrified with what I've done to him when it was done. But
No.
yeah, but he was happy.
Oh, good. Gee, that's dedication. Jeez.
Yeah,
Uh,
it looked bad, very bad.
oh dear. When you guys first started, how were you received in Sweden, given that you guys sing in English and you guys sound quite American influenced?
I guess it was the bands we had before Millencolin, we sang in Swedish, and almost every band in the punk rock scene back then sang in Swedish, and we wanted to sing in English just because it was the music that we listened to in the skateboard videos was in English, so we started to do that. So we were among the group of first bands that sang in English in this genre in Sweden back in the days, and it was a good move for us to do that.
Yeah.
People loved it, because it was Sweden. Everyone speaks English. We're very influenced from other. It would probably been harder if we were a band from France, or to people are very into American culture here and the English speaking. So no problem.
Yeah, definitely. I must admit, for the longest time, I thought you guys were from the US. So to find out you were from Sweden was a shock. Yeah.
Yeah, I actually hear that still, that people are like, what are they from? Yeah. So yeah, especially when we were on Epitaph.
Yeah.
We were the first non-American band to be signed to Epitaph. So I guess many people thought that we were.
Because of that.
Yeah.
Crazy. That's awesome. When you're not touring or making music, what hobbies do you enjoy most?
Well, I'm into drag racing. I got drag racing. Yeah, not drag. No, not drag racing.
Drag. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm into cars, and I also make my own hot sauce.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, company.
Yeah.
I on top of my garage, I have my hot sauce factory.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
Yeah.
What's the name of the hot sauce?
Mad's hot sauce.
Okay, I'm going to check it out. That's awesome.
It's hard to get in Australia, but it's I make everything myself, so it's pretty fun.
Wow. The whole process. That's cool. Yeah. Touring can be grueling. So how do you stay connected with your personal passions or recharge during downtime?
When I'm not touring or during touring?
During touring, yeah.
Well, I guess touring for me is, back in the days when we toured, nowadays it's more, the show is the most important thing that happens in a day. Yeah. But when we started to tour, the show was just a thing that you did. Everything else was a big adventure. So now for me, it's more about recharging and being able to do as good shows as you can, So it's so I don't really do much on off time on touring. You just try to recharge, and most of the times you're jet lagged, and so it's you're hanging in there.
Yeah, no, that's sensible. Was there a time back in the day where you guys would party quite hard on tour, or?
Yeah, of course, and I guess there's partying still, but in a totally different way, because back then you were just doing. Now you just hang out in the dressing room, or at a hotel room, or maybe at a local bar, but but of course it's different, definitely.
Yeah. Oh, nice. With so much music coming out all the time, what are you listening to right now? Are there any new bands or musicians you're particularly excited about or inspired by?
Well, I said this before, but there's a Norwegian band called Blood Command. I started to listen to a lot. They toured Australia actually recently. But otherwise, for me it's been there's so much music. So and my kid is turning 17, and he's a drummer, and his life is music. So I learn a lot from him too. What's new and cool.
Yeah. Oh, nice. And because you guys started as sort of a skate punk band, did any of you guys actually ever skate, or do you still skate?
Yeah, of course we were skating. I mean, that's the reason why we started the band.
Yeah.
There's a lot of false skate punk bands out there that never even skated.
That's right. That's right.
But yeah. For me, I started skating 1987.
Wow.
and it was a huge part of my life. For still is, you know, I wouldn't be here without skateboarding.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
You learned how to, you could do something without being in a team, you know, and without going to practice and stuff like that.
Yeah,
It was important for me to do that.
Yeah, you do it on your own. That's right. It's independent,
exactly.
and you learn. Yeah, that's awesome. Matthias, thank you so much for your time today. We can't wait to see you guys down under soon.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.